Whatever it is that grouse you had with the new week, I'm sure that you've been able to settle it with a cup of coffee or, just a little hug from someone in the office to make you feel better. But are you having a lovely day? Well, we're live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Join the conversation. We're starting off with the big weekend stories because, like I always say, the weekend is pregnant. Carry bole. Yeah. And if you were following the news, you're obviously here when they told us that, someone tried to overthrow the president yet again. Oh my God. Really? You almost really hate this guy. Do you remember the last time that we were going to have a protest? And they said that protest was to unseat the president. Do you remember when children were paraded in front of the press in the court? Do you remember minors? These kids were trying to overthrow the president. And then a few days to another protest, this time to free Nnamdi Kanu. The army is being allegedly accused of a foiled coup attempt. We'll try to make sense of it, but welcome to Hard Fact as usual. We look at the big stories for today and that came in from the weekend, put them all together and make it a big weekend. You are going to be talking more while I do the listening, only to interject if you are making spurious claims. Of course, the Nnamdi Kanu protest has coincided with one that's left a bitter taste in our mouths for years. I mean, it's 5 years now. 2020. I was there every day except the day that they shot at the protesters. And I do remember how I'm going to put up a few things that would just, remind us of what happened October 2020, especially at the toll gate here in Lagos. Today, we've glossed over, we've forgotten about it. Yes, we're doing some memorials. The government is yet to agree that, or rather tell us who sent those soldiers. Because first they said there were no soldiers. Then they now said, oh, yeah, somebody gave the order. Who gave the order? And then they said, produce the dead bodies. Let's see. I don't know if we ever are going to progress if we leave issues unattended, unresolved. For example, the Civil War. You cannot just gloss over it. It has to be addressed. And that's why we have all these skirmishes and you have the Igbohos and you have the Nnamdi Kanus, because people are feeling marginalized because of how government treats these issues with levity. It's not enough to say, acknowledge it. How about closing those wounds so they never resurface again? My name is Maryann Okon. Welcome to Hard Facts. Let's go into the business of the day. You know how we start the conversation. Yes, I've come again. I had a great weekend. I don't know about you. I had a great weekend and I'm ready, to bring my Wahala on. So, hello guys. Welcome to the show.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first. This is Hard Facts.
The big weekend.
All right, welcome back. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's start with the big stories for today. No amount of defections can save you, ADC tells APC. They're cousins by name. And that's where I'm going to stop. Anyway, let's look at the big the details of that particular story. The ADC versus the APC. They're telling the APC that, no amount of defection is going to give you, the win come 2027. In fact, they're saying that the APC is becoming more unpopular among Nigerians, noting that there's a growing hatred or disdain for the party because of the hunger, the poverty, the starvation, and all of the things that they brought about on the people of Nigeria. And so the ADC saying, if you like, let all the governors defect, you will not win. I'm going to quickly move away from that and go straight to the other stories. This one's about the defection. Yeah. So the Daily Trust newspaper here reports that all the reports that you got on the attempt to overthrow Tinubu was false. And this is from the defense headquarters. Now, if you've been following all through the weekend, there's been allegations of, in fact, I think I first saw Sahara Reporters with that, story saying, that there's a claim that some soldiers in the army were trying to start a coup, but it was foiled. It was a foiled coup attempt. And then days later, the army is coming out to say, well, that's not true. It's a hoax. We're on board with this whole democracy thing. We're not going to do anything to mar or destroy it. And then in that same vein, another newspaper reports that an ex-governor, this is from the Daily Trust newspaper, in the Southwest is under watch on this failed coup plot attempt. So I don't know. So the army is telling us that there was no coup attempt. The army is saying this please, there was no such thing. But then we're also hearing that, well, we're watching some people because they might be the ones behind it. So was there a coup attempt or was there no coup attempt? What exactly is the plan? I mean, there are those of us who think that this is just another propaganda. Might it be another propaganda where, everyone's just trying to test and see, test the waters? Because you see, Nigerians are very angry and tired. And, because there's been protests everywhere, in Morocco, in Kenya, in Madagascar. And I mean, name it. There seems to be an uprising in Africa just propelled by the Gen Zs. Could it be that they're throwing this out there to just see if we might take it up and chew it, because maybe they want to be sure how to treat us next? Because, I don't know. These are because we don't know what the truth is anymore in this country. There's room for all kinds of speculation, and that's why someone in the United States will wake up one day from his bed, roll over and say that, oh, they're killing only Christians in Nigeria. Bollocks. But because there is no streamlined communication, there is no I'm looking for the right words here for broadcast reasons. There is no synergy between the media and the government. There is no truthfulness, for the want of a better way to describe it, when it comes to governance in this country. And so they tell us one thing and then we see something totally different. And so when we report those things, it makes us all just look stupid, because the government is saying one thing, the people are seeing a totally different thing. And when those people report those totally different things, they say you hate the government. How about we synergize? How about you tell us the truth? Was there no coup attempt? Are you just trying to, is that a way to stop the protest? Because in fact the protest has been stopped now. And how about we allow for protests to actually happen? Because I'm thinking good governance is the way out. If you promise, keep those promises. Be seen to be keeping those promises. Maybe we would not have this conversation. We would not be having these back and forth. And then certain funny people would not wake up and allege crazy, bombastic things about us. And then you have to run up the stairs to come and clarify. How about that? I'm just thinking. Oh, I said you guys were going to be talking more, and I'll talk less. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go to our next story, shall we? It's the NSARS story. So there's a story here from the Vanguard newspaper talking about NSARS at 5, memories, matters, an unfinished struggle for justice. It is unfinished, and I started with that, obviously. 5 years ago, the streets across Nigeria shook with the chants of restless youths with placards raised against police brutality and their voices echoing in unison. And then, of course, it metamorphosed into an end bad governance protests, which obviously got escalated. It was peaceful until it was taken over by thugs who came in Hiluxes and buses. I wonder who these thugs were. I've never seen thugs that were so coordinated. And then, of course, right after the dogs were sent in, they sent in the soldiers to shoot. Hopefully, the internet inside the studio allows me. I will play you some of the clips from 2020, just to remind us, to give us a quick reminder of what young people who decided for once to speak against bad governance and police brutality. Don't forget, it's the same police that they unleash every single time we come out to say enough is enough. Those same police officers will come back to us to say, they've not paid us. We know where they buried the bodies. The monies that they used to steal, we know where they stole it to. And we forget at the point when we wear those uniforms, and I'm talking about you, uniformed organizations, that you're also Nigerian. That uniform doesn't make you from Mars. That the reality that every Nigerian experiences is also going to be your reality right after you take off that uniform. But welcome to Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria. In for the phone lines are open, 0201 277 0993 0201 465-7190. You can join the conversation on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. On WhatsApp, it's 0809597585. You can join the conversation on X. Use the hashtag HardFacts. My name is Maryann Okon. 60 seconds is all you have. Please go straight to the point. We would love to hear from you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann, good afternoon. Thank you very much. Happy weekend.
Yes.
Thank you. I want let me react to this. I want to completely agree with Bolaji Abdullahi, because I like the way the defection is going on. Because at the end of the day, all of them of APC, they are going to fall down. So as Tinubu will fall, the governor that the camp, all of them, they are coming down. Then look at what is happening in this APC government. See, this in 2020 under APC, another protester they spread tear gas. Does it make that kind of sense? But the way this government is ruling, me, I prefer this military rule. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it, but we do not prefer military rule because this is a democracy. I don't even understand if you guys think when you like seriously think about what, or maybe you were not born when there was military rule, or you have no inclination whatsoever what a military rule is. You will not be able to call this station and say this thing that you're saying. Do you understand? Anyway, you don't. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Benga.
Benga, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Yo. You see, it's a rumor they want to overthrow, military want to overthrow. Which one is good? You have practiced military for 27 years. They destroyed the country. Now, we are now in 26 or 27 in civilian now. Is anything good? And you are protesting now 5 years.
So what should we try now? Monarchy? Should we try monarchy?
No, aristocracy. Oh. From father to children. That's what they are going to practice for you people now. Aristocracy is one coming up.
Yeah.
I must tell you the truth. We are not serious in this country. We don't know what we want. We don't love ourselves. What does God require from us? Truth and sincerity. So we don't have the truth and we don't have sincerity. We are not sincere with ourselves.
Okay.
We keep on talking every day. Talking nature, not a dream nature. Good afternoon.
All right. Thank you very much, Benga, for calling. I've got I could take 2 more calls before we go on a break quickly. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Hello. Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
On the case of military needs to take over. You can see, you know where this call is coming from. It didn't start today. Nigeria should know it didn't start today. There's a certain set of people that went to go their way. What they call for is need to take over. Even in the 50s, that's what caused the coup. Immediately, things don't go their way. They call for need to take over. That is, I can never leave them. And for the protest, so I'm only so ready to know. He is hearing me today that he will not succeed. And why is that? Let him go back in history.
Why wouldn't he succeed? I don't understand what you mean by that.
For the Igbos then, Victor Banjo did more than this for them. But how did it end? It didn't end well. And I'm telling the federal government, they should not release Nnamdi Kanu. They must not release him. He's a terrorist. They must not release him.
Okay.
Because I can send you 5 videos when he was calling for boys, for terrorists to burn down Southwest.
All right.
Lagos.
I have to go on a break. I listened to Joyce's conversation, but maybe for those who were not working on or were not journalists actively, when Nnamdi Kanu was on that tirade, I remember there was Radio Biafra, and the things that came from Radio Biafra were disturbing. I remember the head of the NBC was Emeka Mba. I remember the kinds of things that he had to deal with. It was a rogue radio station. They would block it on the airwaves today to come up again on another airway. It was a crazy time. But we quickly forget the things that he called for while he was on that Radio Biafra. But all of a sudden, hey, he didn't do anything. He's an innocent man. No. He's not innocent, but is he worthy of a pardon? Let's come back from that break. Stay with us.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
The constitution, we need to revisit it. The power is too much on one man.
What are we going to do in our name?
My question about these defections is whose purpose or interest?
These people are de-educating
They are
Nigeria.
paying so much attention to themselves, not to national issues.
The opposition splits of a whole shift plan. They have come.
Nigeria seems to be one of the worst countries where you have
The
leadership.
day Atiku said, Peter Obi, I support you. That is the day election will end.
No state governor threatening to send any of them that failed to wear a Shiwaju cap.
Biggest problem we have in Nigeria, it is the judiciary and
If you don't support a person, don't vote for him.
Every voice comes alive. Stay locked. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Nigeria's biggest decisions start with the hardest questions. And I'm asking them on Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's the big weekend on Hard Facts 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Maryann Okon. We're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Atimayan Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. And what are the big stories for today? The big weekend. NSARS at 5. Memories, martyrs, unfinished struggle for justice. Also, no amount of defections can save you, ADC tells the APC. Reports on attempts to overthrow Tinubu is false, says Defense Headquarters. But the Daily Trust newspaper says, alleged coup plot, ex-governor under what? What are we supposed to believe in right now? Because you see, someone said something to me some time ago that Nigeria is the more you look, the less you see. I think it's the less you understand, because there's too much room for, speculation, and we make up these things, and so anyone from anywhere can just wake up and say, well, this is what's happening, because there is no clear-cut direction. Yeah, I said it. Join the conversation on our live stream. Post your comments on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We would love to hear from you. Go ahead and post your comments on X. Use the hashtag Hard Facts. I would love to hear from you. 60 seconds is all you have. You're going to go straight to the point. But before I go back to the phone lines, just a quick reminder of what October 2020 stands for. I'm going to come back to the Nnamdi Kanu issue. I just don't want to dwell on it. Just, I've given my few cents already from the beginning of the show. I just don't want to dwell on it. But here we go. For those of you who do not remember, this is how the whole place was filled to the brim. It doesn't have any audio, just a beautiful video I got from Fowles and his page. I have some other videos I'm going to play to you, especially the one where a guy was shot. He was shot at the toll gate, and DJ Switch's live stream that was streamed on CNN and several other media channels while bullets were being pulled out of the young man's legs. I'm going to try to play that video. And of course, when the gunshots started coming sporadically, here's a 32-second video of what happened that night. By the time, the soldiers had come, people started dispersing. This is what you saw. But we're very quick to just move on, and the government has continuously refused to own up to what exactly happened at that toll gate. And the fact that we've somewhat mentally moved on from it hurts me, because that's how we are about everything else in this country. We just move on. What are we going to do now? And then there's no justice for the lives that were lost. For the fact that we came out to say we do not want this. The police can't be brutalizing us. We can't be paying taxes for law enforcement officers to brutalize us, the people that they all took an oath to protect and serve. But then we live in a country where the law enforcement officials are rather interested in saving the politician as opposed to the Nigerian whom they serve, because the politician is more highly placed. The politician is more prioritized over the average Nigerian, who's also them once they take off that uniform. Unfortunately, I don't know, have we learned anything from the NSARS protest? Don't forget, I'm also talking about the fact that there have been allegations that there was a failed coup attempt on this administration. This is not the first time we're hearing this. Don't forget, before we had that end hunger protest, the speculations that this protest is against the government. You want to overthrow the government. In fact, children were paraded on live television as criminals, as people who wanted to overthrow the presidency. Here we are again, literally a year later. 020127709930 0201-465-7190. Welcome to Hard Facts.
China Maryann.
Yes.
Okon. According to Merchant Man.
Okay.
How do you do? It's like your voice has changed.
I've got a cold, but that's fine. Yeah.
I do understand. Yeah. Maybe I don't know where to start. There's this saying, if I can even get how they put it, in every atom of rumor that you can still find an element of truth. See, now they are just giving us different versions. Today I was reading from all the medias, as name it. Some said it says those cool people are from NSA's office, governor's nephew. What are they telling us? Different, and that's why we don't have true reporting in this country. You understand? They're not giving us what is really happening. You feel story flying from left, what you read on the social media, what you read from the paper, contradictory statements, and that's why today we don't have a clear-cut direction in information. You understand? However, NSAS 5 years, it beats my mind that everywhere just no occasion to kind of mark it. It's just a pity that the government in question, the head of that government in question has gone. I would have loved that a memoir be written. I would have loved that we should get to the bottom, you understand, of all this. But at the end of the day, they treat it so with a levity. How do I put it? It has died a natural death. I don't know. We live in a world. ADC, let me say one thing about ADC is this.
Your time is up. Your time is up. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for calling. 0201-277-0993 for the ladies. 0201-465-7190. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Evangelist Johnson. I'm calling you from Ireland.
Go ahead.
I thank God for today in Nigeria that we have started seeing the light. Because what happened today in Abuja is supposed to happen during that, what do you call it, in River State, that they remove a sitting governor, elected governor, the voice of the people. They remove and say it's a emergency rule in the whole country, keep quiet. And they go away with that. Now, I give Sorore 100% for what he has done. This is what I've been fighting for, crime and whipping in this country. If something will happen in one part of Nigeria, other part will keep quiet, not knowing that one day he will get to them. So whatever is doing, whether political or economic, it doesn't concern me. What concerns me is somebody rise up from another district of the country and speak for another side. That is what we have been crying for. Gradually, we are going to get to the word of it, and that will be one Nigeria that we are talking about. Then,
thank you very much. Finally, your time is up. Thank you so much. Your time is up. I need to let you go. 60 seconds is all you have, so always just have that at the back of your mind, okay? I want to take us back to October 2020. Do you remember this video from DJ Switch that earned her, running out of the country? This video.
Let's go. Let's go. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. Very fast. Let's go. Hold on. Please, ambulance, call someone. Yes.
I do you that doing? Yes. Search for it.
I got you.
They were literally trying to get. They're trying to get bullets out of a man's leg.
Let's go.
But yet the army said they didn't shoot. The government said nobody sent anybody. Do you remember? Do you remember this video?
Let's go. Hold on. Please, ambulance, call someone.
Anyway, for those of you who are watching on our live stream on Facebook and on YouTube, this is the video that went viral because someone had to pull out their phone and start streaming. This video was picked up by CNN and several other international media organizations. People talking. Phones were going to die. And don't forget, they came there, turned off the light. Someone turned off the light, and then the army came and shot sporadically. But we're quiet. And we've rolled over. We've rolled over. Today, tear gas has been shot against protesters. It beats me sincerely, and this goes to the government at all levels, especially Aso Rock. That's not your private apartment. It's not your home. Your home is here in Ikoyi. That house belongs to Nigerians. It's built with our money. And so nobody has the right to tell us that we can't protest anywhere around government house. Why do we have government if we cannot protest to get their attention? And those protesters were quietly going around with their placards. Why can't you just let people protest? And you say they can't come there. Why can't they come there? It's the people's palace. Built with our money. Except when you guys build your private houses, you can go there and tell us not to come. That's fine. But it is government house. What are you governing? Who are you governing? The people of Nigeria. So that house belongs to the people of Nigeria. So I don't agree with the presidency when they say, you can't come and protest anywhere around government house. Come on, please don't do that. The National Assembly is our house. The judiciary is our house. Aso Rock belongs to Nigerians. How dare you tell Nigerians not to protest around there? They have every right. I have been to the White House, outside of it, and there are protesters there every single day. You don't see anybody shooting at them or telling them that they don't put out press releases saying that they cannot protest around there. Right now, if you go to the US, they're protesting. They've said all kinds of things about the president. He has not sent anybody to shoot at them. So I don't understand this country. And then 1 minute you're telling us you want to give us good governance, and the next minute we see nothing but hardship. Why should the people of Nigeria not protest? For whatever reason, I mean. People protest for all kinds of reasons. Why are you stopping them? And you call it a democracy? Back to the phone lines, guys. 020-1277-0993. 60 seconds is all you have. Hello.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Lori calling from Maryann Okon.
Go ahead.
The truth of the matter is that when you have a dictatorship, that is why it always be. And one thing I pity on them is that they thought they are not thinking that government come and go. I don't know what Gatuje was going. He said, please, I'm sorry if anybody I have offended. So forgive me. Because that 8 years or 4 years, it's just around the corner. The only thing that make me call about what you said he said something, blah, blah. Me I agree. But what we are against, Maryann, not that why this criminal they come. If you want to take it to court and then they do the job, if you want to go, let it go to jail. That be rolling everybody up. And if assume that they finish this court, nobody will have said they should free him. If you commit an offense, let it go to jail. Let's do this one today. They will just throw the matter. Now, if ordinary man now can't deal with that other things, we feel that they are just punishing the guy. That's what we feel. Because the court are not doing it. That is why nobody say you free. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I totally understand, of course, because if you are watching the list, even though the presidency has said that they're recalling the list, they want to. Why does this government backpedal so much? It's so unbecoming. 1 minute you do something and in 24 hours you withdraw it and say, that's not what we plan to do. Wow. We're supposed to take you seriously? Anyway, I was going to say something about what he said. Yes, nobody's saying that Nnamdi Kanu does not deserve to be pardoned, because look at the guys that they are pardoning now. I mean, and if several other people who are terrorists are being bargained with, you saw the video I played for you guys last week, rocket launchers and all kinds of things on the backs of Okadas, and they're having some handshake with the government of Katsina, and who knows every other government that's doing it from the back end. So if you call this guy a terrorist, doesn't he deserve the same amnesty you're giving to terrorists who kill us in droves? And just to remind us of what's happening in this country, I'll play you a video of a preacher in Kaduna State. Is it Kaduna or Plateau State? I might be mistaken. I think it's Plateau State. He was churching, obviously, dead bodies that are buried in mass graves, and you know that because of how these terrorist activities are ongoing, people have to. There's no time to, they just bury them in mass graves. You wake up in the morning and you're going about your business. You don't know that the next night you're going to be ending up in a mass grave. And he got pretty angry and livid and had a lot to say. I want to play that clip before we go, but I want to take a few more of your thoughts. Let's keep it going, okay? Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon, Maryann. This is Boyefin calling from Afromedia.
Go ahead. 60 seconds, please.
Yes. You see what we are witnessing now? It is now clear to everybody that somebody they claim that they have fought for democracy is the one now blocking democracy. Can you see this is the order of life? You see? Nobody can come near Aso Rock. Nobody can come any government. And it is just like you said, the same house built by Nigerian, the taxpayers' money, Nigerian money. And they said they should not come there and protest. And you know you are not doing the right thing. It's not as if you don't know that you are not doing the right thing. And you gag the people. You want to gag the press. Anybody who talks, you catch the person. My dear sister, I don't know where we are headed. Though. I've been saying this. I don't know where we are headed. Let's see, keep on watching. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for calling. Majid Keji here on YouTube Live. I'm so sorry for you. That's all I'm going to... I feel really sorry for you. Because you have the effrontery to say that, since you think it's your house, go there now. I'm sorry for you. May Nigeria not happen to you? Because it's still us. You come to the media or you go on social media to scream. Nobody will answer you. Keep this energy up. I laugh in Greek. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Tunde calling from Michigan.
Go ahead, Tunde.
You know what? I'm very, very sad concerning our leader. I'm not blaming them. It's Nigeria I blame. Simply because we vote a leader that is not concerned, that is very concerned about us. What is the benefit of our concern rather than to be protesting so that they will listen to us? Is it a time to protest? Look at the country that is not similar up to Nigeria. They were protesting without any shooting. What is going on? Are we only country that we are we only country in this part of this world? Why are we having this kind of problem? I think we do needful so that Nigeria will go forward. That's my submission. Thank you and God bless Nigeria.
Thank you, Tunde, for calling. I do appreciate it. I still want to read your messages, so let me go to Facebook quickly. AB Ambo here says Nigerians can stand up against a government that's making life difficult for them, but it always leads to needless loss of lives. I would be happy to see protests without loss of lives, but if wishes were horses. This one's from Uchenna. He says it's really unfortunate the way and manner our disgruntled government officials deal with the masses. Quite pretty sad. What a failed state, he says, that we find ourselves in. Patrick Obiazo says, let's not kid ourselves in Nigeria. The civilian dictatorship is worse than Abacha dictatorship. Calling in radio stations is not freedom or democracy since it's still censored. Comparably, Nigeria experienced more infrastructure development during the military run today. How old are you? What's your name? Patrick Obiazo. I'm sure that you were not born then. Maybe you should have a tete-a-tete with your parents or your grandparents, depending on how old they are. Kende here says, let's see. He says, we're Nigerians, so let us unite together and save the country from falling, because those at the top will always be happy when we fight ourselves, and that's what they want to use to win during the election. It is will, he says. Well, thank you very much for saying that, Kende, because it's like a lot of us, it flies over our head when you say it. That they choose, it's very convenient for them when it's close to election season, when they need your votes, they remind you that you are Yoruba, you Ronu, you Omoibo, you Hausa, you Niger Delta, you're a militant. They remember, but when they're sharing monies, they're all friends. Go check them. They're all friends. Even the guys that are representing Labour Party, they are all quiet when they are collecting money. You're killing yourself. And you don't have food to eat. It's not like the fuel that they put a fuel dump in your compound so that you don't have to buy fuel. It's not like your own gas, they bring a special one for you. You're suffering the same suffer that Nigerians are suffering. But you would not learn? I don't know. Here's that preacher. I'm hoping that I can play that clip from that preacher who was churching the burial of certain people in Plateau State. I shed a tear because that video was really moving for me. The fact that every single day they had to bury their dead, and nothing was changing. All they get is lip service. I'm waiting for that video to download properly so I can play it for you. This one says the issue of coup is just a ploy to heighten tension in order to have a reason to crack down on the peaceful protest, but only time will tell. Only Nigeria truth is reason. They just jailed Nnamdi Kanu based on one thing that he said on Radio Biafra. Okay. ADC advising APC. I think it's the former is right. No matter the wave of defections, it can never save the party from abysmal and disgraceful defeat in 2027. Those who ran the APC are saving grace. As a saving grace, will save their actions as the most unreasonable thing to do. Merchant man. Okay. Jacob here says, the day Nnamdi Kanu signed an undertaking that he will no longer pursue the cause of secession from Biafra, he will be let off the hook. In the case of rehabilitating terrorists, they were repentant. Good day. Olu. Okay. Uche Songo from Songo says, when people defect to APC, you will say all manner of things, but when they join ADC, you will get excited. Uche, what are you drinking today? What is it now? Drink ice water. Because I don't understand. When did I become an ADC member? Who defected to the ADC that I rejoice? Who's in the ADC, really? I care for no politician. I couldn't be bothered about these guys. I'm talking about me and you, but I guess that you are an APC member, so you do not like anything that's not about the APC. I hope that you're enjoying your renewed hope. Yeah. Grandma K here says, even Cameroon, close to us here, with their very large protests that went viral online, no tear gas was seen or gun scares. Nigerian government, shame, she says. This one says, Maryann, APC-led government is incompetent and very dangerous and biased. Only them, all these things. Now, wow. Lan here says, coup or no coup, there are uprisings brewing in Africa, and Nigeria is not an exception. This is to say the government should sit up. The current government and the previous government are unfortunate. I can't imagine why innocent, peaceful Nigerians who are protesting for a just cause could be tear gassed. Why guns? Why guys without arms and you tear gassing them? Why? Yet you copy the American system and you don't practice American system. Who's fooling who? I'm equally thinking of leading my own protest very soon for good governance and all things being put in place. Okay, Lan, interesting. Everybody has a right to protest. They can protest for anything they want to protest. But telling Nigerians, you're not telling Brits, you're not telling Europeans, you're telling Nigerians that they cannot go to government house or around government house to protest. How? It's the People's Palace. Yes, they can go there if they want. Anyway, let me play that clip from my phone because I don't have time. It's the internet is very slow. But take a listen to the preacher. He sounded really vexed, and I could feel his pain.
Warrior every day, and they expect us to silence. Now is an order. Nigerian government came out openly and denied there is no massacre, there is no genocide of Christians in Nigeria. And look at it today. Is there any Muslim here? No. United Nations, I know you're watching me. American Senate, you are watching what I'm doing, I'm saying here. Special advisor to Trump, now, please tell Trump to save our life.
So this is why I felt bad. It's because the people don't feel that they have a government, so they have to call the Americans. It's ridiculous. We have a government in our country. The NSA will tell us enough is enough. Enough is enough. So what do we do, sir? Is this enough? Is enough? We're going to stop the killing. There's a lot of lip service paid to the issue of killings, and that's why. You remember when I started the conversation, I said because there's a vacuum, someone will feel it automatically, and that's why they're saying, you see, this is Plateau, which is predominantly Christian. They would now say, they are killing us, but What would the man in Zamfara say that's been killed? Don't forget, police officers were also shot and killed recently in Zamfara. And security officials killed by terrorists. How long will government be silent on the killings across the country so that some funny American will not wake up and say, it's only Christians they are killing? It makes me sad because that man was standing right in the middle of a shallow grave, a mass grave, as he's about to commit these people to Mother Earth and give them their final rites. How long? How long and how many more Nigerians have to die for our governments to sit up? We've got to go on a break. On the other side of the clock, it'll be time for Community You Report. This is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Waiting they create party for mouth. Waiting they cause they let you rejoice.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.